this upcoming Thursday, and there's one the following Thursday after that, 7:30 to 8:45. And that is, this first one is on hips. Like, am I doing it right? The hip openers, how to like roll those thighs out, find those poses. And then the other one is on arm balances. So if you have interest, you can check those out as well. You will be with the yoga teacher trainings that come on Thursday nights. So if you're like also kind of thinking sort of about doing yoga teacher training, to see what like part of that night looks like to be with them, it's really fun. So that night. I'm gonna have everybody come to stand today, somewhere to the top of the mat for your opening meditation. So as you come to stand at the top of the mat, you can find a place that your feet feel good. So sometimes if you like look down and your feet, like the toes are out and the heels are in, it kind of like closes the back of your body. It's like your thigh bones are rolled out. And then you can like see what it's like to like turn your heels out a little bit so that they're in line with your toes. And maybe that feels like, oh man, now my thighs are really rolled in. So you can like split the difference so that the knees face straight without any effort. If you want to lift all 10 toes, spread them out wide, set them back down. Perhaps you want to bring that Ujjayi pranayama, that deep, audible, rhythmic breath in and out through the nose. If you're familiar with that, you can add that into the standing position. Bringing the focus of the body and the mind into this very moment, this space on the mat. Acknowledging how you feel today. What is it that you want from your time today? Maybe there's something physical in the body. Maybe you have a big decision to make. If you're acknowledging what it is that you want from your time, you can repeat that phrase to yourself a few times. Is there anyone that you want to dedicate or offer your time and practice to? But they might have what they need. I don't know, they might rest well. Fluttering your eyes open on your inhale. Take both arms, reach them up towards the sky. Make a few circles in the wrist just to kind of wake them up and get them ready for some weight bearing that we'll do in a moment. Little snap, crackle, pop in those joints. Reverse, opposite direction. And then release your arms back down to your sides. Find a bend in the knees, forward folding. Hands around your elbows. So this is like this first little like hello to your head. So maybe you want your feet a little bit wider apart and make you feel more stable. And the body doesn't open if it doesn't feel safe. Safety is number one. Your body is like, I don't feel so safe. I'm gonna hold on to everything. With that safe feeling spread. The knees bend to your chest, legs right down onto your thighs as much as you need to do that. Can you squeeze your hip bones to your thigh bones? And then maybe pull your knees apart a little bit. All right, releasing your hands back down onto the floor. Step back. That's plank position. Good. Holding nice and strong in that high plank. You can separate your feet a little wider apart. Makes you feel more stable. Lift your right leg up. Good. So you're squeezing your glutes to lift that leg up. Belly stays in. Ground pushes away. And you're not moving to down dog. You're still in a plank, right? Your butt's not TPing up in the air. Good. And then the right foot goes down. And now the left leg lifts up. I'm using the back side of that leg, the glute. Keep the plank. Well, everybody's thighs are staying rotated in. It's like you guys have been here before. Good. Put that foot back down on the floor, lower down, chaturanga, and dandasana. Slow lower. Inhale, lift upward facing dog or tall over. Exhale back, downward facing dog. And in the downward facing dog, feel out things today. If you shake your head, yes or no? Wag your tail. Bend the knee and straighten the leg. Find the same thing on the opposite side. Good, take that right leg, lift it up in the air, three-legged down dog. Hips stay even. So nice. Step the right foot through between your hands. Lower the left knee down. Low lunge. Both arms up towards the sky. So as you squeeze that left butt cheek, feel how the left hip and the left thigh are moving away from each other. You feel that stretch in the front of the left hip. Maybe you tuck your back toes under and lift that knee up off the ground and feel a little more of that stretch across the left hip. Chest stays lifted. Take your hands behind your head, open wide. Good. And then take that knee and tap the floor. And then lift it back up. But try not to go up and down with your body, right? So you're just moving the knee, but your upper body stays. Good. Keep pulling that right knee out to the right side. Don't let it collapse in to take over. And the next time it lifts, just hold it there. Now, can you pull your right hip bone away from your right thigh bone? So you lift your pelvis a little further. So good. Good. And then bring your hands back down to the floor. Step back. Plank position. Slow lower. Chaturanga and dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale back. Downward facing dog. Left foot lifts up in the air. So just lifting it, same as you did in your plank, hips stay even. Thigh stays rolling down, very good. And bringing that knee to your nose, step it forward between the hands. Keeping those palms down if you can. Lower the right knee down, both arms go towards the sky, a little lunge on this side. Good, so from this place, we're looking for the stretch now in the right hip. So can you squeeze your right butt cheek a lot? Press your hips forward. Tuck your right toes under. Make sure they stay in line with your right hip. That right foot would love to like go to the left side because then it doesn't have to stretch that hip flexor the same way. We make sure that that right foot stays on the right side. And those toes tucked under. Hips pressing forward. And then see if you can find that lift. Upper body doesn't move. And then you tap the floor. And then again, lift. And lower back down. Then if you take an even bigger stance, it'll feel easier. Like up and down. So we'll stay. Yeah. Good. Up. And good. Up and hold up. Good. Notice that the left leg doesn't collapse. Keep squeezing the right butt cheek and pull that left thigh bone and hip bone away from each other. The hip bone moves back. The hip bone moves back. The hip bone moves back. Yes, yes, yes. And then release back down to the floor. Step it back. Nice position. Slow lower. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog or tall cobra. Exhale back, downward facing dog. All right, so the right leg, lift it up in the air, so you down dog. Hips stay even, walk your hands back towards your left leg, standing split. So now one leg is up in the air, that's squeezing the lift up, and the hips stay even again, just like before. And that leg that you're standing on, that one is rolling out. You roll the thigh bone out a little more. Yeah, it's gonna make your butt cheek work different. Good. And then your left hip bone, you're trying to squeeze it against your thigh bone. And the right leg, you're trying to squeeze away. You're trying to lift it away from you. Opposition. Two opposite actions happen to your hips at the same time. Good. Walk your hands back out to downward facing dog. Keep that leg up in the air. Keep that leg straight. Stack your right hip on top of the left hip. Press your left heel down to the floor. Left heel down. And roll that thigh out. Don't let it collapse in. Squeeze your butt. Press your hip. Thigh. Foot up to the sky. Reach, reach, reach. Push through those hands. Good. Then step the right foot to reach for your hands. And now rise up, warrior two. Big stance, big footprint here. Use the mat. Come on. Yes, there we go. Big, big, big stance. Rolling those thigh bones out. Roll your little belly in. Yes, that's it. Nice adjustments. You guys are rocking it today. Turn that right palm up towards the sky, big inhale. Exhale, reverse forward. Bend deeper into the right knee. Don't be afraid. Use it. Now, as you're bending deeply into that right knee and reaching up and back, you squeeze your inner thighs towards each other. And you're trying to pull your right heel back towards your left foot. Inhale, back up through center. And then finding side angle pose. Right elbow down to the right knee, or the right hand down to the floor. You have an option for a bind here. You use the bind. We have 5 breaths. Whether you're bound or not, step the left foot forward to the top of the mat. Shifting the weight into the left leg. Stand up. Right leg. If you're bound, facing the bottom, bird of paradise. Otherwise, you're standing maybe a tree pose or just standing your knees. Any variation you like. Bring that foot back down onto the floor. Shift your weight into the right foot, step the left foot back to the back of the mat. Releasing that bind if you're bound, rising up, warrior two. You can straighten in that front leg, shorten your stance a little bit, halfway shoulders, triangle pose. Inhale, tall spine. Exhale, press the hips back as you reach forward out of the front leg as far as you can. Reach. Hips go back, arms reach, reach. Just hold it out there. Hold that arm up there. Hold, hold, hold. Yes, trust out there in space. Then we'll take that right hand down and the left arm up. And you can go on the block, on the shin, on the foot. You maybe grab your big toe. You keep trying to reach your chest and turning it towards the ceiling. Press your hips forward. And your shoulders back. Good, rebending into the right knee. Step forward, Ardha Chandrasana. Oh yeah, I know. So amazing. Balancing. Squeezing that side butt cheek to lift your leg up. And squeeze mine for you. Imagine warrior two in your mind as you step the left foot back. Good. Cartwheel the hands down on the floor, step it back and slow lower. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale back, downward facing dog. This is your rest. Plank position. Chaturanga Dandasana. No, oh, you go too far back. This elbow keeps coming back towards your hips. Keep it out there. Okay? Out here. Yes. The bottom of your shoulder. Okay. All right, breaks over. Left leg up. But stay even. Good. Walk your hands back towards that right leg. Hand split. More of both hands around that right ankle. And feel it. Your hip bone pulls towards that thigh bone. That left leg moves away. Open that space. Yes, hands come down. Keep that leg here. Walk it out. Downward facing dog. Endurance. Squeeze. Lift that leg up. Good. Right heel presses towards your right thigh. Stays rolling out. Stack the left hip on top of the right. Keep rolling that thigh bone out. Yes. Now, as you press your right heel down, try to show the sole of the left foot to the ceiling. Now, leg is straight. Both legs are straight. Do not let the left leg get behind you. Pull it forward so it's in line with your chest. You should see those toes on the left side of your body. Breathe. Bring this leg forward. There. Now lift it up. Towards me more. Now lift it. Yeah. That was great. And that was fun. Good. Set the left foot between your hands. On an inhale, rise up. Warrior two. Good. Roll those thighs out. That's what makes us able to find the hip openers. We're doing things like lotus and fire log and pigeon pose. Have to be able to roll your thigh out. This is where you learn to roll your thighs out. So that nice big wide stance, you bend deeply into the knee. And from all that space in the knee, you can roll that thigh out and even more. Pull that low belly in a little bit more. Good, left palm up towards the sky, inhale. Exhale back, reverse your warrior. Good, back leg is straight. Straighten it out. Breathe. Up and back, up and back, up and back. You find that engagement of your inner thigh, so your left heel pulls towards your right foot. Turn on the hamstring. Otherwise, you don't use them. Inhale back to center, warrior two. Left elbow down on the knee, or the hand down on the floor, side angle, or extended side angle. Take your arm overhead. And you find the bind. You have 5 really good breaths here. Yeah, nice. Keep turning that chest towards the sky. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Yes. Whether you're bound or not, stepping forward to the top of the mat, we're finding the balance on the other side. Bird of paradise, tree pose. Standing on one foot with your leg extended. It does not matter to me, but find something that you did on one side that time you do on the other side. Find something in front of you that's not moving and focus. Bring that foot back down onto the floor. Mindfully stepping back. Release the line, side angle to warrior two. From your warrior two, straighten the front leg, half step the back foot. Triangle pose, hips move back. Left arm reaches to the front. Don't put your hand down yet. Just hold yourself out there in space. Push your butt back more. More. Reach with that arm out. Feel how that engages the top abs. Keep that. As your left hand goes down towards the floor. Right arm can go behind your back if you like. Notice that you can find this position super lazy. You can just like chill out here. Find all the places to relax in. Or you can make this like a lot here. What's your intention today? If you're ready, you're bending into that left knee, stepping up, Ardha Chandrasana happens. See if you get your chest the same height as your hip. Breathe. You go to that leg higher than you'd like to. And probably reach back into your heel more than you would like to. And then your hands get light. Because you're trying to balance here on a scale on that left leg. An upper body, a head, and 2 arms compared to a right leg out there in space. So you're gonna have to lean back towards that leg a little to find the balance. And then when you find that balance, even just for a moment, yes, your body's like, I know what it is now. Imagine in your mind, warrior two. Step it back. And then cartwheel your hands out on the floor. Lower down, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale back, downward facing dog. Good, looking forward, jump through a seated position. Good, it looks like everybody's got blocks, huh? Good. Separate your feet a little wider, hips distance apart. Block right by your right ankles. Inside, please. So separate your feet like as wide as the mat. Good. And your block goes by your foot, by your ankle on the inside. Yeah. Excellent. Now the blocks have heights, so you're gonna decide what height you want that block at. We're gonna take both hands, frame that right foot. Or right leg, sorry. So you're leaning forward. And then you're gonna pick your foot up, bring it over the block, and put it down the inside. And then you pick it up and send it back. So if I lean back, then I don't have to use my hip flexor so much. I can just like bring my body back. This place where I've been asking you to put your hip bone and your thigh bone together, that's the space that lifts this leg. So when you lean forward, you have to use that space. Your quads may like cramp up on you. I'm okay with that. Okay? Up and over that block 5 times. 1 and back. 2 and back. 3 and back. Lean forward, no hands. 4 and back. 5 and back. Good. And then switch the legs. Yay. So, same idea. Point the toes. So you only have to point the ones that are moving over for me right now, but if it helps to do both, otherwise you can't do it. That's okay too. Right? So we're leaning as far forward as we can.
And if you lean forward, it's much harder. You can like tan your fingers, you can press the palm down to the floor, but don't pick the leg up with my hand. Don't lean back to get the leg up. 1 and back.
Oh, did you guys start already?
Yeah.
2. I definitely have a cramp. 3 and back. 4 and back. And then 5 and back. Yay! So good. Excellent. I want everybody against the wall, short edge of your mat against the wall. Ideally not the concrete wall if you can help it. You know, so like somebody can be here, whatever the side is, and I can get like 2 or 3 people here, and then take those side walls. So 1 person here, 2 or 3 people here. Yeah, plenty of room. There's room next to Chuck. There's room in front of Deb. There's room between Yuri and Tamara. Do we need our blocks? Yes, you probably will want your blocks. Yes, please. You don't need a ton of space. Yes, yes. So here we go. You can move these in a little. You can put you right here. So put this here. You're good. You only need this block here. Okay, so Shane, you might want to unplug that light. All right, so we're coming to a thigh stretch at the wall. So if you want your extra cushions on your mat, fold your mat over. My right shin comes against the wall. My left foot steps forward. And I'm trying to come up while I squeeze my butt on the right side. That place that you just worked so hard, now we're gonna open. So your knee as close to the wall as you can take it. Okay. The other foot steps forward. If you're like, oh, hell no, I can't even move here.
Yeah, very good.
Very good. Hands can come to your front knee. Or the block. And now you squeeze your butt like crazy. Yep. I would like you to get your shoulders, your hips, and your ribs back to the wall. Okay? I know. That's the idea. Okay? We're working everything back towards the wall. You have 4 more breaths here. Notice any weird things that are going on in the hips. Try to even out your hips. Roll that front thigh down. Take your hips this way, a tiny bit. Yes.
Even move that further. Yeah, that's better.
Good. Now, hands come down. Step that front foot forward a little bit. Okay? Hands back up on the front knee. If you can, with the blocks. Now I want you to push your hips away from the wall, but your shoulders still go back towards the wall. Good. Hips go. Towards, yeah. And then back towards the wall, squeezing that butt cheek like crazy. Your hips towards me. Bend your front knee more. Bend the front knee more. Yeah. Good. We got 2 more breaths. Hips away from the wall. Yes. Push your hips forward. Push your butt. Good. One more time. Foot maybe goes a tiny bit further if you can. You don't feel this in the knee. I want you to feel it in your hip flexor, in the meat of your thigh. If you're feeling a pull in your knee, it's too much. Yeah, that's what I want. Good. Hands reach up if you can. Try to get those fingers back towards the wall as you try to stay back and squeeze your butt. Press your hips forward. Press. 2 and 1. Switch the leg. So good.
Make this one first.
Okay, so the first one, everything goes back to the wall. Front foot, wiggle it. Yeah, right there. Good. Put your hands on your hips and feel your hips are even. And if one is up in the air, try to roll that hip down with the other hip up. Everything goes back to the wall. Shoulders, belly, hips. Squeeze your butt cheek still. Ribs back to the wall. Good. Hips. If your right butt cheek is sticking out to the side, push your hips towards the left. Okay? Feel the difference?
She's like, oh yeah.
Good. Hands come down. Footsteps forward. Little bit. Now the hips push away from the wall. Squeeze your butt. Beat your thigh. Hands come up onto the leg or behind your head, but you're pulling your hips away from the wall now. Squeeze your butt. Push those hips forward. Push. Chest goes back, hips go forward. More. Are you squeezing your butt cheek? If you're not, you're like missing out on all the juice here. Good. And then the hands come down. Come one more time, a little bit more forward. So you get out of this what you put into this. Stay in the stretch. Stay in the work. Squeeze that butt cheek. That's against that shin that's against the wall. That butt cheek squeezes a ton. Push your hips forward as far as you can. Reach your arms up to the sky and back. Look for the wall behind you. As you press. The hips forward, forward, forward. And release. And not put Now, because we're just in like such a great spot, I have to give you a standing split of the wall. Because it would be like a waste of coming all this way and spending your time in these actions without at least doing one. So, short down dog, heels against the wall. Shorty down dog. So you walk your hands back, that means, you know? Heels are against the wall and on the floor. Not on your tippy toes. Heels are on the floor, but against the wall. Yes, yes. Okay. Right leg, lift it up in the air. Jimmy, you have a leg pinch funny, but you're fine. So, good. Now, everybody bend the leg that you're standing on. A lot. Good. Now roll that thigh out and square your hips. So your right hip drops down. Then slide that leg up the wall as far as you can, maintaining that hip position. And then try to straighten the leg that you're standing on while you hold that. Right. Are you squeezing your butt cheek still? This would be a great photo. I need like Joe Longo here to take this. Good, bring it back down. Take your ass for you to the other side.
I can do it.
Yay. Other side. When you're ready. I know. So good though. So good. So, left leg is up in the air. Bend the standing leg. That's the right leg. Bend it. Roll your thigh out that you're standing on. Roll the leg that's in the air, the left one in. A lot. Way more, Kelly. Even more. Roll it in from your hip, from your hip, from your hip. Yes, more. Yeah, there. Way better. Now, can you start to stretch that leg up towards the sky? And then work towards straightening the leg that you're standing on and walk your hands back. Amazing. Yeah. Wait, can we come down? Did everyone camp out?
Other than the zone.
So good. All right, while you're sitting, backs against the wall, legs out in front of you. Reach both arms up to the sky. And then forward fold out through. Knees can bend. But your back is like your butt is against the wall. And as you're reaching out towards your toes, I want you to actively try to press your sit bones back towards the wall behind you. And it's there, so you can feel it. You push your butt, press your butt back towards the wall. You find those muscles on the front of your hips, the ones you use to lift the leg up over the block. You find those muscles and use them to pull your hips more towards your thigh bones.
When you're gonna sit down, I just know that.
Bring your mats back to your spaces on the floor.
We'll finish our stretches for today.
We'll find a wide leg forward fold first, so you can sit however you like, heels on the floor or turning to the side. But if you have that block nearby, I love the block of my wide leg forward fold. So, seated on the mat, hands in front of you. Legs out to the sides. Can you lean forward and try to lift your heels up off the floor? Turn the toes to face the ceiling for me. Good. Now move from your hips, not from your chest. I know, it's so hard. So if I'm out here and my thighs are rolled out, but then my pelvis is rolled out and I'm trying to like get forward like this, then no bueno. So I'm gonna bend my knees, try to get up on top of my pelvis. And then try to straighten my legs. Maybe that means they don't pull quite as wide. Now with those hands out in front, leaning forward a little bit, try to keep your heels up off the floor. Pull those legs wide and then set them down. Then try to lift those heels off the floor with those muscles that we were using to pull the block up, or the foot up over the block. And then release. But now, lift those heels up last time, and then point the toes, and try to like pull your heels up off the floor with your toes pointed.
So much harder.
Good. Take your hands behind your head, elbows wide. Good. If that block is handy, you want to put it outside your right leg. You can like put one outside the right leg, tap the floor with your elbow or the block, and then come back to the center. Now, the goal, just like reaching for the toes, if I have to like turn and like do crazy things to get my elbow to touch, this is not as valuable as keeping my body really straight and long and being like, can't quite get the floor, but I'm in better positioning. So the goal is not the elbow to the floor. The goal is how long can I stay to keep my chest open as I move from side to side and keep those legs flexed. Tap and return. Chest presses through. Push your chest forward. Push the chest forward. And back to the center. Good. Even out your side, do one side. Make sure you do both. And then come back to the center, grab a hold of your block. That heavy ass block. Good. So we're holding the block over the head so that the elbows, the hands are holding the like widest part of the block. And the fingers curl over the top and my wrist comes down the bottom. So like the fingers reach around the top of the block. Now make your arms straight. And try to pull the block back behind your ears. Yeah. Now this could already be like ridiculously hard. And maybe you're like, I can't even straighten my arms, Corinne. How do you just hold this block over your head? Fingers over the top. Yes. Because it's harder. Inhale, nice and tall, reach up. And then exhale, tip over to the right. Straight arms. Reach. Reach on as far as you can. Arms stay straight. Reach. Oh my God, relax. Keep reaching. 3, 2, and 1. Turn to face your foot and forward fold. And maybe that block now is outside your foot and use it to like reach a little further past. Don't lose that block. Keep Keep holding it out there over that leg. And then remember the other side, don't forget about it.
Guys, stay active.
Breathe.
Pull those toes back towards your face. Got a hold of that block. Reach it out there in space.
Just like we did before. Arms are long. Turn your chest to face the center. Find your abs. Use them to pull you.
Oh, the arms are straight, the arms are straight. We're going to the other side. Fingers over the top of that block. Good, that's it. To the other side. Arms are straight. Breathe.
Keep holding out there.
Elbows right around your ears. Yes. Good. Turn and face that foot and forward. Other left thigh stays active and rounded and strong. And breathe.
Maybe using that block.
Got that block. Hold it out there in space. Turn your chest. Hold yourself out there. Find the abs. Arms are straight. All the way back up to the center. And then release. Alright. Now we come forward. Yeah. So you go like that. We're not done yet. So this time, thighs are active, like you're trying to pull those heels up off the floor. And you're walking yourself forward with a flat spine. Or if there is a curve in your spine, it's going the opposite way. Not curling down so your
Chin comes towards the floor and your back is rounded.
I want you to like flatten out that back or curl it the other way so your heart reaches down first. Breathe.
But down as far as you like.
And by as far as you like it should feel. It should be like, and then your own time. Coming back up. Please help those legs since they come back in. Good, this time with legs out in front of you, you're gonna roll those thighs in to face each other as best you can. So your ankles touch and your Knees kind of close that space, and the thigh bones roll in. Really squeeze it in. Bend the knees if you need to, but everything from the thigh bones down is rolling in. Inhale, both arms up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. And breathe. That lowest part of the back. As those thighs roll in, see if you can tip a little further because those hip flexors are working. And that's any tension in the neck and the jaw. If anything's gonna work here, the hip flexors, the thighs. I promise the ugly face is not helping. When you're ready, nice and slow, bring yourself back up. And then back down onto your back. You have a opportunity here for an inversion in headstand or shoulder stand or legs up the wall. So if you're near the wall, you want the wall, take a wall. You want to put the block underneath your butt, that works too. Squeeze those legs together. You're in a shoulder stand, you want to take your plow pose or a variation. And you're in a headstand, you want to play with a leg variation, binding in the leg. I don't know, wide leg position. Josh, can you get your toes to tap the floor? And then come back up, slow. And then back up. Slow.
And roll out.
And done. Smooth. All right, guys, so making your way back out of the position that you found, we'll find a counter position. So if you were curled up in a shoulder stand, you're gonna open yourself up with something like a bow or a bridge. Some people like fish pose. I don't know, like to me, I see something bigger after that. So whatever will heal. Maybe if you were in legs up the wall, you want to find a bridge to open up that space in the head. You're in a headstand, maybe you just want a child's pose. Find the counter pose for you. Keep squeezing those knees and toes. Keep turning forward. Yeah. That's all that hip flexor opening that we did. is to keep this smart. Good, and then in your own time, making your way back flat down onto the floor. Good, both legs up towards the sky. Hands out wide like butter tea. Legs together, squeeze your knees together. So butt is on the floor, legs are up, straight as you can take them. The legs squeeze together and the arms are in a letter T. Good, now without dropping those legs on the floor, take them over to the right as far as you can. And then find your abdominal muscles and use them to pull the legs all the way back up. So even if you didn't touch the floor, just hover above it. Take those legs out to the left. Up and out, squeeze the knees together. And then pull them back up to the center. There's one. Good. Over to the right, up and out, squeeze the knees together. Make this a lot of work. Pull them back to center. Take them over to the left side. I know you can make this easy. Don't. And then pull those legs back to center. That's two. Take them out to the side. Find the place that your muscles want to give up and like just collapse. And don't let them. And then pull it back to center. And then over to the left. We're doing 5. This is 3. Don't let them touch the floor. Don't let them touch the floor. Back up to center. Over to the right for number 4. Don't let those legs touch the floor. Hold them just before that. Roll them back up. Good. Over to the left side. Hold them out there in space. Don't let them touch the floor. Squeeze the knees together. Pull it back up. This is the last set. To the right. Squeeze those knees together. Good. Pull back up. Over to the left. Don't let those thighs touch the floor. Hold them out there. Good. And then pull it back over. You're finding that edge. Awesome. Knees to the chest. Feet to the floor. Always in control. Always deciding how far you go. Both legs up to the sky. We're learning how to keep the low belly and the low back down on the floor. If that's so hard to do while you move the legs, you put your hands underneath your butt like a little ramp. And that little ramp helps you not have to use all of your muscular strength. Eventually, I want you to get rid of the hands. But if you need those hands under your butt for now, there's no shame in the game, right? Turning those muscles on, squeeze those legs together, lower them halfway to the floor. And then pull the legs back up. If you're low back, lift it off the floor, you need your hands. Be honest. This is about doing it well. Take those legs down 12 inches from the floor. Squeeze those legs together. And then pull it back up. Good. Lower them down 6 inches from the floor, or as low as you can take them and not let that back pop up. And then exhale, lift them up. Good. Last time, take it down as low as you can take them. Hold them out there in space. Look for your toes. And then pulse those feet up and down together. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Legs to the sky. Okay, so we go again. Now, I'm asking you to turn all of the muscles on. Sherry's Pilates downstairs, she did such a good job of teaching me this. How to turn the muscles on and to use all of those muscle fibers, to get all the muscles on so that the work is hard. If you're in Pilates or you're doing this and you're like, meh, I don't really feel it, you're definitely not doing it right. So this is about taking your mind into that low belly space and to turn all those deep core muscles on. Use your hands if you need. We go again, lower those legs. Halfway down, keeping those muscles turned on. And then exhale, pull them up. And lower those legs down. 12 inches from the floor. And exhale, pull them up. Lower them down 6 inches from the floor. And pull them up. Lower them down 2 inches from the floor. Look at your toes. Hold. Belly in. Low back pressing down. Cross the left over the right, right over the left. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. So bring the soles of the feet down on the floor. Find a bridge, a bow, you can roll over, bow pulling pose, cobra, something to stretch out those abdominal muscles. Actually, we're lifting so hard. Good. Keep those knees squeezing towards each other. Now press your chest to the wall in front of you. More. You don't have to walk your feet, just keep pushing your chest through. Straightening those arms and pushing. Yes. Roll those elbows to face each other. Squeezing them. Yes. Roll it. So good. And go ready. Making your way back. Coming back onto that back, knees in the chest, a couple little circles on the low back. First in one direction. Couple circles opposite direction. Good, both knees to the right, left arm to the left. Go back to the center, other side, both knees to the left, the right arm to the right. Coming back to the center, bring the knees into the chest, give yourself a nice hug. Exhale, releasing out nice and long, arms overhead, stretch yourself out, fingers to toes. Alright, then stretching out nice and long, fingers to heels, stretching out on the back side of the body. And then I'll say goodbye to everybody at home. You guys can settle in for your Shavasana.